Okay, this is Jeff, and I'm with Rokonnection, and tonight we're at the TLA in Philly. And we're here with Jeff Stebbins from 3 Pill Morning. How you doing, Jeff?
Good, how you doing?
Good, good. You guys are from Minneapolis,
Yep.
Okay. What's the music scene like out there?
It's a good scene. A lot of different genres of music. Metal, hip hop, indie. Just like any other big city, there's always a lot of clubs and a lot of bands playing out.
Okay, all right, good. You were one of the people who started the 3 Pill Morning band.
Mm-hmm.
What was that like to get that started? Could you tell us a little bit about how things got started with you?
Yeah. Basically got started, really as a hobby. Just wanted to play some clubs and write some music. And, as time went on, we started to get more and more serious about what we were doing. And, then started to break out regionally. And now over the last few years, we've done, been more on the national scene, doing full national tours and stuff like that. So it started, just kind of as a hobby. And now we're going after it as, playing music every day.
Okay, very good. Members of the band, can you tell us who the members are and what they play?
Yeah, we've got myself, Jeff Stebbins. I am the vocalist for 3 Pill Morning. We have Ryan Walsh is our guitar player. We have Ryan Lee plays bass, and Trent Lagerman is our drummer.
Okay, all right. When you were starting out in Minneapolis, what kind of struggles did you hit trying to get into the music scene and get recognized and noticed in the industry?
Yeah, the first thing is just getting someone to let you play a show at their venue, and then getting people to show up to your shows. So, you fight that battle every day, at every level. You want more and more people to, be aware and play all the coolest clubs. And we've been lucky on this tour to play, all the House of Blues nationwide and really cool clubs like the TLA here. So you just try to keep building on that.
Okay, good. You started as a rap act, is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. What made you change to the style of music that you have now?
I still love hip hop, but I think that as we started to write more music, I became more excited about writing really cool melodies and songs, just flat out rock songs, kind of taking the hip hop element out of it. So, as we started to grow as a band, that was kind of the direction that we were all shifting, and it just became a natural progression from there. And, I've always said that it's a lot more challenging to write a song with less lyrics, whereas on the rap side of things, I could throw as many lyrics as I wanted to tell the story or whatever. Now it's trying to come up with something that, people can remember and that, hits home right away with being less wordy and more melodic.
What are the things that you actually write about? Are they things that you experience on a regular basis, or things from your childhood, or what is it that gets your creative juices going?
Right. I think most of it's, just the right now, things that I see, being on the road all the time. Certainly relationships are always a part of everybody's life, the ups and downs of those kind of things. But a lot of it just has to do just with, watching the world around us in general and hearing stories and experiencing things. So nothing really from way back, but most of it's like, what am I seeing right now?
All right. On that line, who have been your influences as far as your music goes? What other groups that you grew up with that sort of influenced how you play today?
I think, bands like the Red Hot Chili Peppers, Led Zeppelin, Stone Temple Pilots was very influential. Bands like that had really great frontmen and really cool, melodic, certainly Rage Against the Machine, even Limp Bizkit, as far as just that live show and that energy that can be there. And that's what we try to do every night we play, is just bring as much energy as we can. So those bands definitely influence us.
Okay. So you came to work, and you got your really first break into the bigger times in Nashville. Tell us how you met the producer and how that all went down.
We were on just a smaller tour, and he was aware of the band and some of the things we were doing, so set up some time to meet up at a rock show down in Nashville, and kind of hit it off from there. We played a couple of songs at his studio the next day, and basically decided we were going to start doing some work together, and have just kind of built the album from there.
Okay, so the producer's name was?
John King.
Okay, John King.
We work with John out of Nashville, and he's been a huge part of our success, and been a big believer in the band from day one, and helping us continue to evolve and continue to get more and more opportunities as an artist.
So he saw you play someplace, and he liked what you were doing. And so did he approach you, or did you approach him?
I think we had approached him. We had some mutual friends that had done some work with him, and at least heard his name through the grapevine a few times. So, but then once we got a chance to kind of jam together, and he saw what we were doing, it was became mutually agreed that this was going to be a good situation to to do some work together. So it was really cool.
Great. And so this was kind of a turning point in the band's rise to where you are now, right?
Definitely.
Okay. All right. Now you're touring with Hollywood Dead. How did you guys hook up with Hollywood Dead?
Hollywood Undead, yeah, that's all right. That's a band that we've loved for a long time. As far as just their fans are just super high energy show, and just we knew we were going to be playing really cool venues and in front of a lot of people. As far as how we got on it, we've been slugging it out on the road for a long time, and so our management and the people and the powers that be found a way to get us on the road, and we were able to get selected to go on this tour, and it's been incredible.
Yeah. Where else have you been as far as your tour went with these guys?
It started in Seattle, so we've been all the way across the northern U.S., through the Dakotas and Montana, Minnesota, Illinois, Ohio, all the way out to the East Coast here, Boston, New York. Now we're here in Philly tonight, and this is a full national tour, so it ends up in West Hollywood here the end of the month.
Okay, great. Who else have you toured with over the past years?
We've been lucky. A lot of great bands. Seven Dust, In This Moment, Trapped. We were out with right before Hollywood Undead, Framing Hanley, Taproot, 12 Stones, Smile Empty Soul. A lot even beyond that. But we've been lucky. We've been on the road a lot. We've been road dogging it for quite a while now.
Yeah. What's it like on the road? You like being out on the road all the time?
Yeah, we made the commitment that that's the way that we're going to build our band and our fan base. And you need to be a little sick in the head to do it all the time. But we figured out a way to make it work and make it something that we really enjoy doing, and it's just a part of what we do now.
Okay, so tell me what the craziest thing ever happened on a tour.
One of the craziest things we saw was downtown New York. Trying to find parking for a bus and trailer is virtually impossible. So we were working our way down the street there and watched another car coming at us basically drive over the top of a little Prius, like completely over the front end of it, and kept going like it wasn't even there, sort of like a squished bug. So that was a real eye-opening experience for us. I don't think anybody got hurt. It looked like everybody was okay. They got everybody off to the side and all that. But yeah, it was pretty nuts.
Yeah. Any other crazy experiences that you can think of? Like, say, for instance, during a show, anything weird happened?
Probably the weirdest thing during a show. A guy, we were playing a venue in Wisconsin, and a dude just shows up out of nowhere with a guitar in his hand, and in the middle of our set, walks from stage right to stage left across the entire stage, back down the steps on the other side, and out the door, never to be seen again. So I don't know if he forgot his guitar there or what, but it was pretty. We all got done with that song. We're like, did that just happen? Was there a guy there? And there was, but who knows where he is now? He's a guitar ghost, I guess.
Okay, all right. Your new CD, Black Tie Love Affair. Tell us about the CD and how it all came about.
We had a lot of song ideas, and we went in and we wanted to write an album that was kind of high energy from the beginning to the end, and something that would be an album that people would want to listen to all the way through. So we spent a lot of time trying to perfect the songs so that everybody was really happy with it. And I think we created that sort of label debut kind of sound and songs that we wanted to put ourselves on the map and get us into these kind of situations. So we're really happy with it, and the fan response has been awesome. So now we just got to go and write the next album and try to beat everything that we did before and keep progressing as a band.
Is it like a coordinated effort between everybody in the band when you write songs?
Every song kind of comes in a different manner. Some are jam sessions, with the whole band getting together. Others might start with a guitar riff, or, I'm singing into my phone constantly different melodies and lyric ideas. So, as those ideas start to get fleshed out, then we kind of build the songs around that and, see where they end up.
You find that's easy or hard?
Songwriting's always hard. You always want to write great songs, but some days it just isn't happening and it's not clicking, and other days you can just, write 3 songs out of nowhere just because you're feeling it or something's happening. So it's always a challenge, but, when you finally do come up with something that you think is really cool, that's when it's really exciting to, work through that songwriting process.
And then when you get to the final product, it's real rewarding, I can imagine.
It is really rewarding, especially when you hear people start to sing it, or telling you that the song really helped them, or seeing lyric videos and all kinds of stuff created for it. So that's when it's hitting home and connecting with people, and that makes it's at first it's just a release for us, to talk about what we're seeing or feeling, and then for other people to be able to experience it and know that you're having an impact is there's no feeling like it.
Okay. Which songs on the CD are your personal favorites?
The song that the whole band has loved from day one was our single that's out right now called "I Want That for You." Just a song that's really high energy. It's got a message that I think everybody can really connect with. So we love playing it live. It gets the crowd moving. It does a lot of cool things. So yeah, that one's definitely at the top of the list.
Your video for the Black Tie Love Affair, that's a pretty neat video. I like that pretty much. Can you tell me how that came about?
When we wrote the album Black Tie Love Affair, we decided we were going to go over the top with even our attire. So we wear suits on stages and things like that. And we wanted a video that was representative of sort of reintroducing the band and what we were going to be like for this album cycle, as far as our stage gear and everything else like that. So we came up with this video idea for sort of the underdog getting the girl, and moving from being the waiter to actually working their way up through through all these rich people and stuff like that. So it was a cool concept, and we had a really great time making it, and it worked out great.
Yeah, that's good. That's great. When I was watching, I always say you can relate to it because everybody's probably been through a similar situation,
right.
And it hits home with people and they can relate to it. So I'd say that's great. You've been around for about 9 years now. What would you have done differently if you would go back and start over again?
I think the thing we've had to learn all the way along is just where to invest as a band. Early on you buy all kinds of stupid gear and stuff that you don't need, and really you just got to work on your songs, and you got to work on your live show and be committed to those things first before you start to build your own studio or all this other kind of stuff. So I think doing that probably would have helped us progress a little faster, but it's all a learning experience. And in the music industry, nobody's going to tell you how to do it or what the tricks are. They want everybody to suffer just like everybody else has, and I'll probably be the same way. I don't give away too much. But we lived and we learned, and now we're where we are right now because of that. So, I guess it all works out. But yeah, probably smarter ways to spend our money early on would have been really good.
Okay. All right. Good. How do you see the band evolving from here?
Just continuing to progress as songwriters. Black Tie Love Affair was, really our first really, focused effort on writing an album and what it needed to be. And so now we want to take what we've learned and all the things we experienced through that studio time and beat that, and write better songs and, come up with cooler ideas and things that are, that are hitting us right now while we're on the road. Get that stuff out, get those songs written. And I think it's going to be pretty awesome.
Yeah. So you're on tour for how long yet?
We'll be out at least through the end of the year here, supporting Black Tie Love Affair, and then our goal is in the winter break there, January, February, to start getting some new song ideas down, get into the studio, and start to see all of that stuff starts to come together. But we'll be road dogging it pretty hard for the next 6 months at least. Okay,
all right, good. I guess that's probably all I have right now. Anything else? I really appreciate you spending time here talking to the Rokonnection. We appreciate you taking the time to do this.
Yeah.
And we wish you all the luck.
Thank you.
And hopefully we can talk to you again soon and see how you progress into next time you come around.
That would be great. Look forward to it.
All right.
Thank you very much for having us.
Thank you. Yep. Take care.